Well, hi and good to meet you again on our channel dedicated to TSW2020 game. I'm very cold, I'm really sick right now, but I'm trying to speak as clear as possible for you guys. A news spread out by Dovetel a couple of days ago shows us the new DLC that will be coming soon into the game. It's all about BR Class 31 on the UK side on the Tees Valley route. Come with me on this curiosity land to learn about these beautiful diesel units that started a beautiful industrial era. Do not forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and do not forget to press that bell button, just to be safe. So before I will start this article, intro. The British Rail Class 31 diesel locomotives, also known as Brush Type 2 and originally as Class 30, were built by Brush Traction Company from 1957 to 1962. A total of 263 such locomotives have been produced, and various railway companies in the UK have owned these diesel units. As what was to be called the pilot scam stage of introducing diesel locos around the UK, a batch of 20 locos were ordered. These were numbered with D5500-D5699, with the D represented the fact the locos was a diesel. These were built to an 80 miles per hour maximum speed and were sent to the eastern region of the British Rail. They were originally equipped with mirrorless GVS-12T engine with a power of 1250 bhp and 1365 bhp. That's the power measured in a controlled environment without anything attached to the engine. But this engine was not successful, and in 1964 the locomotive D5677 was fitted with an English Electric 12SVT engine that's similar with that used in Class 37 but without an intercooler, rated at 1470 bhp. The trial proved successful, and between 1965 and 1969 the entire class was re-engined. These locomotives as delivered were used to gradually eliminate steam in certain areas. They could visit every corner of the UK without class restriction, although this really did not happen until the class was being run down and being redeployed countrywide by private operators and freight companies in the privatized UK railway scene. They were numbered in two series, D5500 to D5699 and D5800 to D5862. But with the introduction of TOPC, Total Operation Processing System, they became Class 31 with various subclasses. 31.0 is the first batch of locomotives fitted with red circle electromagnetic control equipment and also had code box mounted on the roof above the cab was missing, leading to the nickname skinheads, also garglers from the noise of their engines, and trophy apples from the shape of the control key, which had to be taken from cab to cab when changing ends. Another subclass is 31.1. This is the standard locomotive. These first new locomotives externally had much in common with the first 31.0, as 20 lacked the roof-mounted head code box. 15 of them were also limited to 80 miles per hour. The whole subclass had steam heating boilers fitted and also had the Blue Star electro-pneumatic multiple working controls found on many other BR classes. Another one is 31.4, numbered from 31400 to 41469, were conversion of 31.1s to which electric train heating was fitted on this series. 31.5 is just 31.4 with the electric train heating isolated from the front buffer beam. This was done to try to prevent passenger sectors of British Rail borrowing the locos from the freight sectors, and also to cut down on maintenance of surplus equipment. The renumbering was achieved by simply adding 100 to the existing TOPC number. Also 31.6, only 2 locomotives received this modification during their time with Frank Osset Railway. This modification means they are thought wired from electric train heating but cannot actually provide it, which means they can be coupled to a train behind another loco with full electric train heating capabilities, and the front loco is still able to heat the train. On 11 September 1975, the number 31150 was involved in a head-on collision at Corby Tunnel with a loose brake van and coke wagons. On 2 January 1976, 31.241 was hauling a parcel train when a light engine ran into its rear. Time interval working was enforced at the time. Another accident. During the 25 February 1971, the loco 31422 was hauling an engineering train. A crane in that engineering train was fall on the other line when it was struck by a passing passenger train. 1 person was killed and 9 were injured. On 9 March 1986, number 31436 was hauling a passenger train that was in a head-on collision with 2 light engines at Sinley. 1 person was killed. Lack of train and power cut were contributory factors. On 20 February 1987, a freight train ran away and was derailed by track points. Locomotive number 31440 was hauling a train that collided with the wreckage. And also on 28 October 1988, 2 unmanned Class 31 locos, 31202 and 31226, presumably with brakes not fully applied, rolled off together along a short siding of North London Staples Centre. After demolishing the buffer stop, they ran down, reaching the North Circular Road, although no one was hurt. The second loco of the pair landed on the roof of the leading one, remaining balanced. Unpleasant events have also happened to other classes of locos along the history, of course, but this one has remained in history as a change brought to rail traffic, an improvement and a success. After the 90s, era rolling stock have been replaced. Less work was available. They really have been a versatile class and maybe not an absolute success story, but they did a good job over 50 years. Several locos can be found preserved today at the museums, and some of them are still running, operated by Serco, who operate infrastructure test train for Network Rail. More technical data about these locomotives can be found on Wikipedia. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to support me, and until the next time I have to say only 3 words: love, drive and ride. See you guys.
Fearless.